My name is Kathy. I'm 29 years old, and I live in a small town near Boston. I work as a teacher at a local elementary school. Most people think I have a calm, simple life. Every morning, I wake up early, drink my coffee, and walk to school with my neighbor's little dog. The streets are quiet at that time, and sometimes I stop just to watch the sunrise. 6 months ago, something big happened in my life. My boyfriend, Williams, asked me to marry him. He's 31 and works as an engineer. Williams is smart, calm, and very logical. He always thinks before he speaks. I love that about him. He makes me feel safe, like nothing bad can touch me when he's around. I still remember the night he proposed. We were sitting on a blanket in the park near the river. The sky was full of stars, and the air was warm. Williams held my hand and said,
Kathy, I want to spend my life with you. Will you marry me?
My heart started to beat so fast. I said yes, of course. I felt joy like I never had before. For the first few weeks, everything was perfect. I called my parents, my best friends, even my grandmother. Everyone was excited. My mom said,
"This will be the best day of your life, Kathy."
But soon, something started to change. Williams didn't want to talk about the wedding. One evening, we were sitting on the couch, eating pizza. I showed him a picture on my phone of a small wedding in a garden. "Look, Williams," I said. "This is what I want, just a small wedding, maybe 50 people. A white dress. A dance under the stars." He smiled a little, then shook his head.
Kathy,
He said softly,
we don't need a wedding. We can just go to the courthouse, sign the papers, and be done.
His words hit me hard. Just the courthouse? I asked.
Yes.
He said.
Why spend money on a party? What matters is our marriage, not one day of dancing and cake.
I wanted to cry. But Williams, I said slowly, this is important to me. I want to walk down the aisle. I want to promise my love in front of our families. I have dreamed about this since I was a little girl. He sighed.
I love you, Kathy. But weddings are expensive. We still have student loans. I want to save money for our future.
I understood his point, but my heart felt heavy. I wanted to celebrate love, not just sign a paper in a small room. That night, I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this small difference could grow into something bigger. Why does love sometimes feel like a test? I whispered to myself. Before I share the rest of my story, I want to ask you something. Where are you listening from? It gives me strength to know someone is hearing my words, someone who understands. Please tell me in the comments. I would really love to know. The next weekend, I visited my parents. They were full of excitement. My mom already had a list of 150 guests. She showed me photos of dresses and cakes on her tablet. Mom, I said carefully, Williams doesn't want a big wedding. He wants just the courthouse. Her smile disappeared.
Just the courthouse?
She asked.
Oh, Kathy, no. This is a once-in-a-lifetime day. Your grandparents are old. They want to see you get married. Your cousins will come from all over the country. This is important.
I felt my chest tighten. I wanted to make Williams happy. I wanted to make my family happy. And I wanted to make myself happy. But right then, it felt impossible to do all three. That night, I couldn't sleep. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. What if we never agree? I thought. What if this ruins everything? The next day, I tried again. Williams, I said, can we at least have a small celebration? Something in the middle? Maybe just close family and friends. He shook his head.
Kathy, even a small wedding is stressful. You're already losing sleep. Why put yourself through this? Let's just keep it simple.
Tears filled my eyes. Why can't you see that this isn't just about money? I whispered. This is about my heart. Williams reached for my hand but didn't say anything. That silence said more than words ever could. It was the moment I realized this wasn't just about a wedding. It was about who we were and how we wanted to start our life together. At school, I smiled for my students and helped them with their homework, but inside, my thoughts were heavy. When I came home, I saw William sitting at the kitchen table, his laptop open.
Kathy,
He said, still looking at the screen.
I checked the numbers. If we skip the wedding, we can pay off our student loans in 3 years. If we have one, it'll take 6.
I sat down across from him. Williams, I know the numbers make sense, but this isn't just about money. I want my family to be there. I want to dance with my dad. I want photos we can look at when we're old. He looked up, sighed, and said,
I'm not trying to hurt you, Kathy. I just think weddings are too much stress for one day. I don't care about dancing or cake. I care about you.
His words were kind, but my heart still hurt. Then beyond my side, I said softly, please, try to see this from my heart. He smiled sadly.
I am on your side. That's why I want to save you from stress.
That night, I sat alone, writing in my notebook. On one page, I wrote big wedding. On the other, small wedding. I listed reasons for both. There was no perfect answer. Only love, and two people trying to find the same dream in different ways. A few days later, my mom called again. Her voice was full of energy.
Kathy,
She said,
your ad wants to know the date. People need time to travel. We can start looking at venues next week.
I closed my eyes. Mom, we're still talking about it. Williams doesn't want a big wedding. Her voice became sharp.
What do you mean? Kathy, this is your wedding, not just his. You've waited your whole life for this day.
I know, Mom. But we can't spend too much money. She sighed loudly.
Your father and I are willing to help. You don't have to worry about money. Just choose a place. Choose a date.
When I hung up, my hands were shaking. My heart felt heavy again, like carrying two worlds that didn't fit together. That evening, I tried to find a middle ground. I sat down with my notebook and made two lists again. Under big wedding, I wrote, my family will be happy. I will wear my dream dress. We will have beautiful photos. Everyone will celebrate together. Under small wedding, I wrote, we save money. Less stress. Faster planning. I stared at the lists for a long time. I whispered, why can't love be simple? The next weekend, Williams and I went for a walk. The park was full of falling leaves, gold and red in the cool air. Williams, I said, I made a list of ideas. What if we have a very small wedding? Maybe 30 people. A simple dinner, no extras. He stopped walking and looked at me.
How much would that cost?
Maybe $5,000. I can pay part of it with my savings. Williams was quiet for a long moment.
Kathy, I hear you. I know this matters to you. But even a small wedding takes months to plan. I don't want to see you cry every night over flowers and invitations.
I won't cry, I said quickly, but my voice was shaking. Williams put his hands in his pockets.
I just want to marry you. I don't care if we wear jeans or stand in a courthouse. I just want you.
His words made my chest ache. I wanted him too, but I also wanted my dream. That night, I sat awake again, thinking about my parents, my family, and my childhood dreams. I felt angry, then guilty. Why is it always me trying to find a middle way? I thought. Why can't he give me just a little bit of what I want? But then I remembered Williams wasn't cruel. He just saw the world differently. Still, my heart was tired. The days passed, and the space between us grew larger. Every call from my mom made me anxious. Every look from Williams felt distant. It was like standing on two islands with a storm in between.
The story continues in 10 seconds. Pause the video to review the new vocabulary and answer the quiz questions.
One Friday evening, Williams and I sat at the dinner table. I had cooked pasta, but I couldn't eat. The room was quiet, only the sound of the fork on my plate. Williams looked at me carefully.
Kathy,
He said softly,
we can't go on like this. You're not sleeping. You're not eating. This wedding is hurting you.
I looked down, my hands shaking. This isn't just about a wedding, I said. It's about feeling heard. Feeling like my dreams matter to you. He frowned.
Your dreams do matter. But I don't understand why this is so important. It's just one day. It's just a party.
His words hit me like a slap. Just a party? I said, my voice rising. It's not just a party, Williams. It's a promise. It's the one day my whole family will be together. It's the one day I'll walk down the aisle with my dad. Williams looked away.
I'm saying our life together is more important than one day. We could use that money for a house, or a trip, or for when we have kids.
I stood up. So that's it? You won't even try to meet me in the middle? He sighed deeply.
Kathy, if it's making you this upset, maybe we should just go to the courthouse tomorrow and be done.
My heart dropped. Tomorrow? I whispered.
Yes. Tomorrow.
He said quietly. I turned away so he wouldn't see my tears. That night, I cried alone in the bathroom, staring into the mirror. Is this how love is supposed to feel? I asked myself. The next morning, my mom called again.
Kathy,
She said,
I found the perfect place, a small farm with flowers, lights, and a big tree for your vows. They only have one Saturday left this summer. We must book it now.
I stayed quiet. Mom, I said finally, Williams doesn't want a wedding. She paused, then said gently,
Kathy, I know you love him. But love shouldn't mean losing yourself. Don't give up your heart before marriage even begins.
Her words stayed with me all day. That evening, I sat with Williams again. Williams, I said, we need to decide, not just about the wedding, but about us. I can't marry you at the courthouse. If that's the only way, then maybe we should wait, or not marry at all. He looked shocked.
You don't mean that.
I do, I said. Marriage is about partnership. And right now, I feel alone. There was a long silence. Then he said quietly,
I don't want to lose you, Kathy. Maybe I can try something small. If it really means that much to you.
My heart lifted. You mean it?
Yes. But promise me, no stress. No napkin drama.
He said, smiling weakly. I laughed through my tears. Okay. No napkin drama. The next weekend, we visited the little farm. It was simple and peaceful, soft grass, a big oak tree, and a quiet barn for dinner.
This isn't bad.
William said, standing under the tree. This is perfect, I whispered. Months later, on our wedding day, the sky was full of golden light. My dad took my hand and said,
Are you ready?
Yes, I said, smiling through my tears. I walked toward Williams. His eyes were full of warmth. And in that moment, I knew love isn't about winning or losing. It's about learning to listen, to bend, to meet in the middle. After the ceremony, we ate dinner under the stars. There was laughter, a guitar, and dancing on the grass. It wasn't the wedding I dreamed of as a child. It was smaller, quieter, simpler. But it felt right. That night, Williams held my hand and said,
Thank you for not giving up on me.
And I smiled. Thank you for meeting me halfway. Now, when I think about that day, I realize marriage isn't one big event. It's thousands of small choices. Some days you give more. Some days your partner does. The most important thing is to choose each other again and again.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and share. You can watch the next story here or explore our playlist for more inspiring stories. And don't forget to subscribe. More emotional stories for learning English are coming soon.